Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. Today let's talk about the importance of getting rid of the old story. The story of shame and blame and it's too late. To heal from toxic relationships, especially if you're coming out of a long-term narcissistic relationship and if you're on the other end of life, like I am. The end where you're meant to be gearing down into quiet retirement and peaceful living. Let's talk about how adopting an attitude of gratitude and of courage and determination for any life situation at any age can make life that little bit easier and that little bit more enjoyable. I want to share something with you, something that I've lived through, because maybe, just maybe, it can help you too. So first, welcome to anyone new here. My name is Annemarie. I help people heal from toxic and narcissistic relationships and turn their pain into their power. If you want to work with me, my details are below in the description box. And just a reminder that this channel is all about, no matter how painful, it's all about positivity and healing. Okay? So let's get into it. I know they say that time heals, and absolutely it does. But what if I told you you can heal it just that little bit faster by getting rid of the old story and by changing the way you think? The old story of being too much, of not being enough, the story that says you're bad, that you're not worthy, that you deserve the pain that you've been through. I remember when I just moved into this unit 18 months ago, I had no furniture, no fridge, no bed, just me, cold tiled floors and silence. I remember early one morning I was trying to sit in meditation, as I do every morning, trying to gain some clarity and peace. But I didn't even have the strength to hold up my head. Instead, I slumped onto the floor, in pain, beaten down, humiliated. I curled into the fetal position and kind of crawled into God's lap. And I lay there, who knows how long for. And I cried like a little baby. 23 years of making room for someone else's unhealed wounds and unpredictable energy takes a toll on your own health and well-being. I was exhausted, depleted. I was 64. I felt abandoned, lost, scared. And that day I promised myself I will get up again. I have survived before and I will heal, I will rise and I will succeed again. It's never too late to start again. Because here's the truth. When you learn to get out of your own way and surrender to Source, you will be taken care of. Even when your body has broken down, even when your memory has holes in it, even when your nervous system is shot to pieces. I'm living proof of that. So let me tell you, healing doesn't come through ignorance. It doesn't come through denial or blaming others. It doesn't come through holding grudges, making excuses or procrastinating. That just keeps you stuck and turns you bitter. But healing happens through giving yourself space and grace. And in that space, I was able to face the damage from years of trauma, appeasing and white-knuckling. And I took accountability for my part in the situation. So as I've done many times in my life, I turned to my gratitude, my courage, my determination, my creativity. Fortunately, I'm a good cook, so I had to get really creative with my leftovers. And by the way, keep an eye out, as I will be uploading a series on healing and leftovers soon. I reminded myself, not only did I survive this prolonged cruelty, I actually survived complicated life-saving surgery in the process. They nearly lost me in surgery and in ICU twice. So I'm very fortunate to still be alive. Healing comes through acceptance and surrender, and a lot of consistent, uncomfortable inner work, facing my own shadows. It's not pretty, it's messy, it's painful, but that's courage and determination, right? It grows acceptance and it builds resilience. I learned that the only thing someone my age should no longer wear is the heavy armor of someone else's opinion and dictates. Better learn late than never, right? So never say never. I learned to look at the weakest, most wounded parts of myself and love them anyway, so that others can no longer weaponize them. If we really want to contribute to uplifting the world vibration, which is so desperately needed today, to really be of service to ourselves and to others, we must understand that comes with a responsibility to keep our own cup full. So we have to heal any disempowering patterns like rescuing and people-pleasing within ourselves, because world change starts with me. That's it. So surrender the story that says you're a failure just because you're restarting at 50 or 60 or 70 or 80. It's never too late. The beauty of life is that it's cyclical, with endings and new beginnings. So don't focus on the endings. Focus on your opportunity to start again, to be creative again, to be courageous and determined again, to enjoy love and life again. Focus on your experiences, your wisdom, what you've learned, and see each new beginning as another wonderful opportunity to learn something new. Or at the very least, to relearn something that you may not have got quite right yet. Don't let the injuries of life strip away the beauty, your innocence. Every experience has come to teach us something, no matter how painful. So be grateful for the lesson, learn from it, and move on. Grow and change and upgrade, and stop telling yourself that you deserve the pain, that you deserve the judgments, that you deserve the character assassinations. You don't. There's a really powerful saying that what others think of me is none of my business. So let others gossip about you. Let them judge. Let them lie. Let them point the fingers. Let them laugh. That's their burden to carry now, not yours. You just focus on letting each experience make you stronger. So stop telling yourself it's too late, because it's not. Again, I'm living proof of that. The pen is in your hand, so go ahead and rewrite your story. With love in your heart, determination in your intentions, and courage in your steps. Reframe negative into positive, transform pain into power, and let go and let God. Because remember, Source is always with you. You just got to remember to look up. So I hope you got some benefit from that today. I love you, and until next time, lots and lots and lots of love from my heart to you.